Welcome back to the Journey to the FarLands. All right. Well, let's see here. Bunch of stuff and nonsense as usual. All right. Get that blocked off. Oh, funny sound is me having neglected to turn to plug in the headset. Yeah, that's better. Okay, let's see. We need west, that's east, so it must be this way. Yes, the compass confirms. And we're off, on the way, moving onwards to the FarLands. All right, well, let's see here. Proceeding onward. Get out of my way, sheep. This is the morning of the 148th episode on March the 10th, 2018, and it is the morning of the 451st Minecraft day since leaving spawn. Yeah, as we journey to the FarLands, walking through Minecraft Beta 1.7.3, the last version of Minecraft to actually include the FarLands. And, yeah, heading on. Raising money for Child's Play charity. Getting a little bit of progress in that. And, yeah, we're like up to 857 on the Child's Play widget. And, of course, you add to that $62.62 from the old chip-in widget that I started out with all that time back. This is not such a wonderful place to be. All right, time to do that pillar thing. Okay, there we go. And yeah, so the fundraising is at about 14.5% of the way towards its goal. And we're just keeping on here, moving onwards, climbing mountains and trying not to fall off of cliffs. And yeah, you mean like this? Yes, exactly like this. Although one of the reasons for this is the scenery. And while precarious as all get out, this looks cool. Okay, yeah. All right, so turn that off and screenshot. Yeah. Okay, that looks cool. I'm glad I got up here for the screenshot. However, now I need to get down from here. All right. All right, how about this? No. I didn't want to do the boat there. I was trying to put a block there. All right. Oy. All right. Water. It's a nice, handy way down. Just pick it up and jump into it. It takes me all the way back down to the water level and cleans up after itself. Nice. Okay. And that is one of the reasons that you carry a bucket of water. And try to keep it on the hot bar, because you never know when something like that is handy. Oh, shut up, cow. I'm really not awake enough to listen to you yet. And then come to think of it, I don't think I'm ever awake enough to listen to a cow. I mean, really. Okay, well, so derping along here, I've managed to completely waste a boat. Get a really good screenshot. That's probably the thumbnail. And yeah, so we're off to a reasonable start here. Okay, well, moving onwards, there are a number of question type things, so let's see about getting to that. All right, first we get this launched, and then let's see, the Ghost of the Mind actually has several entries in the question department, which is fine by me. And the number one on the list is, what got you into Minecraft and why? Oh boy. Well, let's see. This was the result of, well, it's all Lancelot's fault. That's pretty much it right there. It's his fault. And I can say that because Lancelot was one of the individuals, shut up, cow, that was in the weight loss competition that was, I believe it got started in late 2009, early 2010, somewhere in there, I think. Or maybe it was, whatever, I don't know. I don't remember the exact timing. But there was a whole bunch of us there trying to lose weight and encouraging each other and doing video responses. You remember when video responses were a thing? Yeah. And so on. And Lancelot was one of these that liked to do new things and try new stuff and so on. And he had started a new channel. There was a lot of people starting a lot of channels in those days. Of course, that's probably still the same. He started a new channel and he called it Killing Funny. And I think probably the first video I saw on that channel was a thing in, and this was right in March of 2009, or March 2011, excuse me, definitely March 2011. Because he had a video on that, and the first video on that channel of his that I saw was a little thing where he was talking about this new game he got. And it was gameplay video. And he was going on about this new game, this brand new game that he had gotten called Minecraft. I watched that 20 or 30 minute video. And, well, the long and the short of it is that within 24 hours, I had Minecraft. And I made my very first world, and I got in there, and I had a nightmare of a time getting blown up by creepers and shot by skeletons and whatever it is spiders do to you, and the zombies come along to eat your brains and so forth and so forth. Yeah. Interesting trivia point. I still have that very first world. And contrary to popular belief, I still play it. And there will still be videos in that world. Yeah, I just have to get around to dealing with that. Life is complicated. That's all I'm going to say. No, don't put a boat down there. You're not going to... Yeah, there we go. Anyway, so watching Lancelot's... Hey, there's this new game called Minecraft, or whatever it was. And that's what got me into Minecraft. You can blame Lancelot for that. Now, Lancelot has since gone on to be something of a... Well, he's kind of turned into quite the personality. And I forget what he's calling his channel these days. I'll have to look it up and link it in the description. I think it's something like Carl and Jinger or something like that. But those folks have turned into quite the phenomenon these days, so you definitely want to check them out and tell them TinFoilChef sent you, you know. Who knows? They may even remember me. Maybe. Probably. Nah, no. Probably not. But yeah, there you go. That is the origin of me and Minecraft. Or Minecraft. Minecraft? No. That's confusing the issue with something else entirely. Whoops. Whoa. Don't do that. Pay attention to what you're doing and what you're jumping into. Always. Because terminality is not fun or funny, in spite of what some folks might decide to think. You know, terminal events are not cool. There. How's that for getting through the mountain? Oh, boy. In other news, let's see. I do have a project or two I'm working on. I say that fairly often, but, you know, honestly, it's true. It's also true that a lot of times when I get this big, hairy idea for a project and I get going on it and it turns out to be so much more than I originally thought it was going to be. And a lot of those projects have kind of fallen by the wayside, as it were. Yeah. But this one is actually seeing some completion. It's actually coming into being. As in happening. It looks like it's time for the water bucket elevator. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like I can manage it. Hey, how about that? It's not that I object to using the water bucket elevator. I think that's just fine. Oh, then there's a natural one right over here. Yeah. How about that? And now I can just walk around the mountain instead of over it. All right, so let's see. Let's see. Where am I at here? Let's see. And if you already answered that question, honestly, in fact, I know I have in the past answered that question or questions like it that lead to the same thing. But I don't mind repeating it. It's cool. And I very much appreciate Lancelot's inspiration in the inspiration I got from him got me into Minecraft, because Minecraft, and by extension gaming videos in general, have proven to be a lot of fun, and I'm glad I got into it. Anyway, the next question, he says, let's see. And if you already answered this question, or if you want to answer both, then what kind of weather do you enjoy, other than that perfect sunny weather where it's not too hot and not too cold? Oh, well, what kind of weather do I enjoy that isn't the perfect sunny weather, and so on? Oh, well, that's actually pretty easy. I love a good thunderstorm. Absolutely. Spring is a wonderful, fantastic, amazing time because heavy, severe thunderstorms. And can I get off of this? Sorta, kinda, it seems. Okay, water bucket time. Let it spread and fall. Pick it up and jump into it. It mows the lawn, provides me with a safe fall. Let's not go walking into the lava. Yeah. So, yeah, thunderstorms. Especially the big, loud, flashy thunderstorms with lots of thunder and lightning. It's fantastic. It's amazing. It is, without doubt, the best, most epic natural light show ever, anywhere, is a full-on spring thunderstorm. And Cal, shut up. Oh boy. I'm tempted to go back and take care of the other one too, but if I keep doing that, I'll never get anywhere. Yeah. And I bet I'm loading up on all sorts of extra dirt and stuff. Yeah. Okay. So, the big thunderstorms, I love that. It's actually, I find them quite relaxing. The sounds of a good, strong thunderstorm. Now, I'm not talking about the kind of thing that develops into tornadoes and floods and other kinds of nasty weatherish type things that nobody ever really enjoys. But just your basic, plain vanilla, strong thunderstorm of the kind that you have in the springtime, you know, because you've got patches of cold air and you've got patches of wet air and warm wet air and so on, and when they all meet, things get really unstable and the thunderstorms ensue, and it is freaking awesome. I love it. As a matter of fact, for those times when there are not things like that about, and I desire to hear that, I put together a sound file several years ago. This thing is, if I remember correctly, it's a little over 90 minutes long. And it is 90 minutes of non-stop thunderstorm. And that's cool. And there's been more than once, many times in fact, when I would start that sound file playing and set it to continuously loop and then go to sleep. And I have found it to be most restful, a very restful way to sleep, to the sounds of a spring thunderstorm. Yeah. It's been a while since I've got that out. I'll have to do that again sometime soon, now that I think of the thing. Yeah. Definitely going to have to do that. So yeah, the thunderstorms are definitely the weather of the day. You know, if it can't be a nice sunny day where well, actually, I don't care whether it's sunny or not. Basically, a nice day where the temperature isn't too high and it's not too low and it's not too much of unpleasant, then if it can't be something like that, then let's have a spring thunderstorm. Any time of the day or night. All right. Get out here, torch this thing, and then get out to bed. All right. Wow. I'm inside my own head. Oh, such just the weird sillinesses of Minecraft. Anyway. Yeah, that was pretty good. The thunderstorms. I don't know, there's something, I know it sounds strange, but there's something peaceful about a spring thunderstorm. All right, maybe not so much when the weatherman is on TV screaming about tornado alerts and garbage like that, but generally speaking, thunderstorms in and of themselves are cool. And it is, in fact, quite relaxing and restful. Just lay there with your eyes closed, listening to the storm. I find it very restful, and I think I always will. Okay, let's see. Ghost of the Mind goes on. And like I said, he's got several questions in here, and that's cool. That really is. Let's see. Let me get out of the boat. And then out of the water. And move on. Okay. The next question was another question which you probably answered at some point. New subscribers would most likely want to know is why place a torch when you leave a boat? And you mean like I just did down there? Well, this is a thing that I started some time ago, a few years ago, in fact, and I need to make another boat, or 3. I think generally speaking, there's no major reason. Just a second. For some reason, I can't talk and do that at the same time, because I will mess up one or both. But the idea was to, just every time I get out of a boat, place a torch in the spot where I hit ground, and then if someday there is ever some kind of a overview Google Maps type world map made of this world, which there are utilities that can do that, but this world is rapidly getting too big for that, at least in my opinion, because even a world that's only a couple of 100 megabytes its size can generate multiple gigabytes of image files with one of those map generators. And that could take a person like me with rural internet literal multiple days, a literal week to upload all of that onto a website where it becomes useful as a world map. But the idea was that if such a thing were to ever be made of this world, then those torches would show up on some map like this. It'd be kind of like a satellite view of the world, so to speak. A satellite view / Google Maps kind of look. And those torches would show up. Of course, the beds could show up as well, and anything else in the world would show if you zoomed into a close enough level. And that's why there is so many tens of thousands of images in a thing like that, because there is images for each level of detail or each level of zoom on the map. And that kind of map is actually really cool for Minecraft worlds, but the bigger the world, the more incredibly massive the map is, because there's usually like at least I think 5 to 8 levels of zoom, and for each level of zoom you have to have a complete set of images of the map at that level. And chicken, yeah, he's showing off about how he can't fall, but he's, you know, doggone well that he's plotting to push me off somewhere if he can manage to get behind me, you know, at the right place. Anyway, yeah, those maps are very cool. And I have made maps like that of my single player world. And that's how I know how incredibly huge those files, those maps can get in terms of how many files and how much upload time. Because the last time I did that with my world, with my single player world, the last time I did that, it took me, this was like, what, 3 years or more ago, I think, ish. In before text overlay, well, text overlay right about now, saying how long it's been or when it was done. But I did that with my single player world, and it took me almost 4 days to upload all of the images that make up that map file. 4 days of pretty much non-stop uploading. You know, I just cranked up FileZilla and selected all the necessary things and headed off to start the upload, and then just dealt with the fact that my internet was pretty much hosed for 4 days. Yeah. This is why I've not really been super keen on doing another of such things. I mean, I'd like to. I really would. But yeah, not with the internet that I've got now. You know, if I had a significantly, as in several multiples of what I've got now, faster internet, then I might consider it. Because honestly, once you've got the tool created or set up that creates the map, and I believe it's Overviewer or some kind of thing like that. I forget exactly what it's called, but once you've got it all set up,
and maybe do a trial run with a small world just to make sure you've got your settings and whatnot and so on all set up, and then you run the real thing on the actual world you want to do. Even with my single player world being over 100,000, well over 100,000 chunks, it only takes, what, maybe 3 hours to generate that map? Maybe 3 hours to generate it, and somewhat close to 4 days to upload it. Yeah. But it's very cool because you can use it pretty much Google Maps style, scrolling around and zooming in on whatever part of it you want to, and yeah, that's really cool. And that's the idea I had, was that if I ever managed to get around to making something like that for this world, those torches that I drop when I leave a boat might help anyone who was trying to follow my progress by way of the satellite view. You know, that sort of thing. And at this point, I couldn't even begin to guess when or if such a thing will ever be created in actual fact. It would be cool, but I don't know. That's the thing. No idea. Shut up, cow. Go away. Nobody wants to hear you, ever. And speaking of ever, it's now night. And I think... Shut up. Yeah, it's time to dig in. And this is as good a place as any. Okay, more light there. All right, let's get the bed down here and make some new ones. Yeah, there we go. And the wool. And I've got 2 boats. Let's make 2 more. Get rid of that. See if I can manage to pick this back up. There we go. All right. Well, that's going to pretty much be it for today. And mind you, I think tomorrow I have something a little bit different that should be uploading on the vlog channel. And, well, this is going to be a little bit different of a story kind of thing, set in the world of Elite Dangerous. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.